All right, Austin, so a busy summer for you. You've been working hard. We've seen a lot of you this summer. You really seem a lot more comfortable and confident in what you're doing. Where's that coming from?
I think just being healthy, learning from your mistakes and things you did well last year, and just having a year under my belt. Just feel a lot more confident. I know what I need to do going into next year, so just gotta continue to work. And this is the best I've ever felt. And I think when you put the hard work in and you play well, you just get more confidence. And this summer was a big summer with a summer league, and just going out there competing, so I feel good.
You're out here at Nations, and I see you running with the guys, and there's that Austin that played AAU, that Austin that's got some bounce and some swagger. Is it nice to get that back?
It is, man. Like, just to feel this good, I knock on wood, no injuries. It's like the quickest and the strongest I've ever felt. And, breaking my hand, my left hand got a lot better. So there's a lot of blessings in disguise that came with last year, and it's gonna be a big year, man. It's like I said, this is I feel like if I play one-on-one with myself, I said this earlier this year. I feel like if I played one-on-one with myself at the beginning of the year of last year, I'd win like 10-0 right now. I just feel like a lot better, and that's why I'm so confident. So it's going to be fun going into next year.
Your team has been busy. You guys have added a lot. Now there's a logjam in a lot of situations. How do you feel like you fit with kind of all of that? We kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday. Where do you fit kind of in the scheme of things in your mind?
Well, I'm actually excited. A lot of people look at it as a negative. They're like, oh, man, there's more guards there. They're going to put Tyreek at the 3, Drew at the 1, Eric at the 2. And really, I want to be the guy that comes off the bench like 6 man. Me and Ryan Anderson to be able to come off the bench and be that second group that facilitates. I'd rather almost come off the bench and start because with that group, you got to have a lot of guys who are going to get the ball. So I'd rather come in off the bench and be able to have the offense handed to me, or just go out there and be aggressive and be able to make plays off the bench. So that's what I'm really focusing on right now is 6 man, is be that guy, 6 man in the NBA next year, just to go out there and compete and help my team.
A lot of people wonder, how do you and Tariq fit, because you guys both are kind of aggressive scorers.
Yeah.
How do you view you and Tariq Evans fitting together?
Well, I think that's where you just have to adjust and learn how to play and just to play off each other. And that's where shooting comes in, to be able to play off the ball and knock the shot down. That's going to be big next year. And I think that's just a feel. You have to just go out there and play with each other. Since we haven't played with each other ever, it's kind of one of those things where, like, I feel like once we start to work with each other and practice, we'll get a better feel for each other, and that chemistry will form just naturally. And I'm excited. I mean, whenever you play with a great player like Tyreek, I think things will work out. You just got to figure it out, trust each other, put some egos aside, and just go out there and play. So I'm excited.
You were pretty confident that your team's going to be a playoff team. You still feeling that confident?
I do. I think so. And I don't mean to be cocky, but if you don't believe your team's a playoff team, then what are you playing for? It's just like I feel like you always should believe that your team has a chance to be in the playoffs. I did last year, and even though we weren't even close, I still felt like we were a playoff team. But especially this year with the guards we have and the leadership we have, we're a little bit more mature. We have some older guys. We have Drew Holiday, Tyreek Evans, Eric Gordon, myself, Anthony Davis, Ryan Anderson, Jason Smith. The list goes on. We have more experienced guys now that have played and learned the pace of the game. So I think with that, I think we can definitely be a young team that can make a push for the playoffs and surprise people.
How many times do you catch yourself calling them the Hornets?
I do all the time. And especially when people ask me, they're like, who do you play for? I'm like, the Hornets. Because I know if I say the Pelicans, they're like, is that a hockey team? Or, so people have to get used to the name. And that makes us more hungry. We got to make the name famous. We got to make the playoffs and make people know who we are. So that's a good thing. It's a fresh start for us.